Yo, what's good, Internet? Welcome to episode 14 of the No Limit podcast. As usual, Steve is not here. This guy he's off somewhere doing something and he couldn't be here today. But with me, I have none other than Ginger Trill.
Yo.
What's good, man?
Hey, man, I'm good, Kopan. How are you, brother?
I'm good.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, man.
Hey, thank you for pulling through, bro.
We got it, man. Sorry about last week, it was a bit crazy on my end.
Yeah.
I think I missed like a couple of things, but I had crazy stuff going on, some emergencies. So we're here to rock out with the people now. We're in the
It's cool. I figured, something family stuff or
for real.
personal stuff
is
happening. For sure. What's up with you, man? What's new?
I mean, Top and Trill's Tales of the High and Mighty is out, hashtag TOTHAM. Get that on all digital platforms. Hashtag Totham, We're also doing a launch, official EP launch in Braamfontein on the 29th at Immigrant Bar. Doors open at 4 p.m. That's the newest for me. Also check out that Cashback Swag video on YouTube. That's the newest for me.
I saw you featured SPK in the song. That's like one of my favorites. What is it? Hot Wings.
Hot Wings, crazy, man. SPK is one of my favorite, just like guys who can rap, guys in the rap game. So he's really good peoples and we get it in. So I think it was a perfect fit, on Hot Wings. We want to shoot that video too next because the people seem to like that.
Yeah, it's a hot jam.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, brother.
No problem, man. Dizzy Monk.
Yes.
You're part of the squad then?
Squad them, gang them, gang all day, whole lot of gang-ish. They're the partners, met through a mutual friend 2 years ago.
Okay.
Been writing since 2 years and some change, almost 3. Been making music together, since we first, proper linked, maybe a couple months into when we first linked up. And yeah, they're the partners, man.
Alright. So is that like a label or?
Dizzy Monks doesn't like the label. We prefer to call ourselves like collective of creators because it's multifaceted. You've got other guys who are good at graphics, other guys that are dope at camera work. Some guys are good at sound engineering, playing drums, playing instruments, and then 1 or 2, 3 are good at rapping. We also have singers. There's also a gang called Outplay. They don't really do like the sound that me and Gogg is on, or the sound that me and Tab was on, or the sound that me and Dust is on. It's like a melting pot of creatives. So yeah,
that's cool, man. How did you get into hip hop?
In some way or other, I always liked hip hop since I was a kid, right? But when I started rapping, it's because my man, shout out Diesel, Bugsy Diesel, aka Spooky Ja,
Yeah.
Shout out him and shout out my man Star, aka D-Hype Man. Cyphers would happen around my age group, like when we was like maybe 12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
And there would be these crazy cyphers, and my man Diesel was one of the dominators in that circuit there. One time after like the first, maybe second time I'd been there, he really started pushing me into rap. I wasn't confident at all that I could do it, but a couple years later, I found myself working with some people, different people, and like just growing in my confidence. And I put that 10,000 hours in, like almost throughout high school. I kept trying to, improve, and so I'd say I started really rapping like 13, 14, maybe 13, 14. But I've been into hip hop since I was like 8, man, 8, 9, 8.
What was the artist or the album you were like, okay, I need to get into this?
Oh wow. It could have been some Missy and Timbo. It could have been like Aaliyah and like X. It could have been, it could have been DMX. It could have been Nas, actually. That golden era, not so much B.I.G., not so much Tupac, but like rappers I see, like a Tribe Called Quest. I really mess with my man Q-Tip style. I mess with the Fugees and I really mess with Wyclef. But even then, I didn't know if that's where I was going to go. I just thought it was cool. I just thought, if I could pull that off, wouldn't be that something, Jesus? But yeah.
So from that to being one of the most lyrical
that's crazy.
rappers in SA.
That's insane. Thank you. I take that as a compliment. Yeah.
I mean, have you ever thought of, to quote Jeezy, dumbing down and doubling your dollars?
I mean, of course, man. I've listened to Jay-Z like pretty much from the time Killing Dwana all the way till now. So I've always kind of looked up to him.
He's one of my all-time favorites.
I think he's the go-to. He's the greatest of all time. You know, I have all the albums from like Reasonable Doubt all the way to 444. Excuse me. I've been watching his career ever since, you know, from the time he filled up Madison Square Garden, just the different ways he was going about accumulating this mega wealth, which he has, you know, amassed over the years. And, you know, and this year, you know, I mean, billionaire Hov, you know, that's how Forbes announced him this year. And I think he kind of wrapped it into existence too. But yeah, man, I love me some Hov. I grew up on Hov.
Grew up on Hov.
Yeah.
So you'd never.
I would. I mean, I believe I do. I think I do, man. I think I'm one of the most accommodating MCs. I think the reason why people say I'm the most lyrical is not because of bars. Is because like how what is it? What's the word? I'm robust, man. I bend. I take the form. I'm like formless, almost shapeless. You know, I'm like water.
Yeah.
So I just adapt to the situation, to my environment, the kind of song that we're making, the kind of vibe that we're trying to capture.
Sure.
And I've always believed, yo, man, if there's a way you can reach more people, you know, why the hell not? I'm not gonna be like, I'm not like super artsy fartsy, like bougie to that, because hip hop is for the streets, man, you know?
It is.
It's from the streets, and like, it's not too artsy fartsy, even though, you know, we want people to take it serious like it's high art, but like, I'm willing to bend, you know? I do it all the time. I've done it since. My God. Excuse me, Kopan. I've done it since. Yeah, you know. I just came from another one. I've been into it. Like, I even lost my train of thought because of that. My goodness.
Jay-Z. Actually, speaking of Jay-Z, on the Sobering podcast.
Yes.
I think you once said you look at Casper in terms of.
I did.
Business mind as the Jay-Z of South Africa.
I did. Looking back, I hate that podcast. That episode, my episode. I think my episode went kind of terrible. I didn't know what to expect, and it went a certain way or whatever. But those are my guys, you know.
Yeah.
Those are my guys. But I said that. I did say that. I remember saying that. I remember even like some publications like took that off that. I mean, you look at what the boy has done, man. You know, it's incredible, man. Like. You know, in this lifetime, you know, Jabba's prodigy to go and pull off something this crazy, like so monumental. It sort of shifts culture, changes the way people view hip hop, not only in South Africa but in Africa.
For sure.
Not only in Africa, but you know how people view South African rappers from Africa. It kind of changed him doing that arena.
Yeah.
You know, and things started from there. And I mean, even before that, this man's album was like double, triple platinum. You know, even before he did Fill Up the Dome. So I think what he managed to do with like the traction that he gained from being South Africa's most loved, you know, South Africa's most wanted MC, as a Motswako MC, it's incredible.
He really
it's something to marvel at. My nigga, it's incredible. You can't help but marvel at it, you know? And this is like almost 5 years later now, 6 years later. So he changed the game. Ever since then, there's been like, the game was cracked open, you know? He ushered in sort of like a leader of a new school. I mean, Casper ushered in Nasty, you know?
Plus you also see like, I think now you see a lot more artist-owned events.
You understand what I'm saying? You saw the Reese effect the other day. You know, me and my man Gogg, who got this thing, Sanctuary, going on. I know Kid X got a little something. I forgot what kind of art exhibition it is that he got going on. You know, you saw it with like JR and them when they did the WIITB tour. I forgot what the name of that tour was. You know, I watch what's it called? Never Broke Daily. From time to time I catch it on the internet. You see how Marley moves. You see like the amount of shows that they get. There was never that kind of market. The market wasn't that wide before.
He opened
that shit. Let's go. Shout out to him.
Actually, even speaking of Motswako, would you, Motswana, right?
Motswana.
Would you ever like fully rap in Setswana, like going?
fully.
Yeah.
I don't even think I
Not
speak
just
like
like
that.
Maybe a few words here.
Like
and
not
there,
Motswako, not like Manek, like Setswana. No, I don't think I'm that good. That's the reason why I never actually like did it to begin with. I was like, I'm not, yes, ki Motswana, ki bua Setswana sisisentle, but I'm not as imaginative as like Dukes.
Okay.
Or as elaborate as Momulini.
Yeah.
Or as creative as Cooley,
Yeah.
With like the cool stuff to say, Maybe I'm hooked on phonics, maybe it's wrong, but the best I can do is meet you in the middle, meet you with the way I'd speak, I guess,
Sure.
like naturally. I don't think I could do it, only because I don't think I'd be the best at it. If I knew I'd be the best at it, I'd probably give it a shot. Yeah, I like competing in spaces where the only reason I'm competing is the space is because, the potential in somebody told me, yo man, you could actually take it to where nobody from here has ever taken it. For sure. He's like, yeah. So it's yeah.
No, I got you. I got you.
You got me, my G. You know what I mean.
Who are you looking at like as the next dude, like these up and coming SPKs in there?
I got so many. I'd say like the whole new school is looking wavy right now,
Yeah.
I really mess with SPK. I mess with Frank. I mess with Flame. I really like his style. Zushi's the leader of the new school. Hash, come on. Hash is come on. The kid is special.
Yo, Hash is that dude is gonna do great.
He's gonna do amazing things,
He's gonna do amazing things.
I mess with Reese. I mess with I don't know if you must have heard of MDB, my dope boy. I mess with him heavy. In fact, if I had to take away everybody else and leave him, I'd leave him. Yeah, and maybe K Tasso. I'd leave him and K Tasso. ITBE is the future, by the way. So yeah, those from the kids, like as you can see, there's so many names. Patrick Lee. I mess with Patrick
Lee.
Yeah.
Who's this dude from? I think it's Attrachville. 25K.
25K. I mess with him. I mess with Echo. I mess with them. I mess with the new wave, man. That's really dope.
That's cool.
Babyface thing,
And those niggas for you, with all the experience that you have in the game, would you say going the major label route works? Like given the current climate of record labels and record deals and all that shit?
Kopano, this shit does work, right? But it's like the climate is different right now, and where we're chilling is like you've got options, and either way it'll work. But it's better to join a label when you've sort of established yourself, when your brand is too big for you to carry it all by yourself, when it needs 24-hour attention, Sure. Nasty C, when Mabala he didn't even leave Mabala. Mabala was like being liquidated or whatever, dissolved, right? And he was too big an artist to just, he needs people to administer because some of these things will crash. I think Nasty C would crash his website or whatever if his music was available on his website. He's that big,
Yeah.
So you got to get a label that can track every single spin, every single stream, because that's money in their pocket, in his pocket. It's good business. That's why from Mabala, which is like a semi-independent, semi-major label, he went to a fully major label because Torak Music is what's doing the business that they lease out or...
It's under Sony, no?
No, it's a Sony? Nah, it's Universal. It's Universal. Big things are going, man. This guy have videos overseas with the likes of ASAP Ferg being shot by Meiji in London town. You understand? I think that's what the label has been doing, like covering those kind of... And when media asks for interviews, when Vlad wants to see him, when they want to see him at Hot 97, when Soy wants to see him again, you got the Iverson tour now. That's another
Another one is coming.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And he actually, there's also this thing called F Inc. in Durban. He joined up with them first, and now he's got this thing. So it's such a great place, bro. You don't need to if you're independent. You don't. I mean, if you're small, you can wait till you big time, and then that also puts you in a place to negotiate yourself a better deal. You understand?
Keep your masters and all that shit.
That's how I feel, or a higher percentage.
Yeah. So how did the album come together, man? The EP with you and Gogg?
Well, me and Top Goggs, like I said, we met like 2 years and some change. Yeah, it's Goggs. It's Goggs. That's cool, my nigga. It's cool. Yeah. So we met like 2 and some change years ago through a mutual friend. Dizzy Monk's Entertainment met up with Cool Out Concepts, and we went on tour, you know. But we had been planning that for a while. But me and him had been seeing each other a little bit, you know, messing around in the studio. And after we came back from tour, we decided to take it like for real serious.
Yeah.
And decide that we're gonna drop this year, because that was like in 2018 when we came back from tour. We decided, yo, we need to tour, because we toured in Europe. We were like, yo, we need to tour again. So the best way to do that is drop a lot of music. So the first thing on the you know, so the first thing off the checklist was a project together. And like I said, we've been making songs. We just never knew that we were gonna take all of them, put it in one thing, you know. But the process was organic, because we kept going back and forth about a lot of songs, deleting this song, bringing it back, taking it out, replacing it with another one, recording a new one for the sake of replacing that. But yeah, that's how we got here, bro.
And you have a solo coming later in the year. Is that still in the works?
That's in the pipelines, man. I'm finna drop this tape called Piff. I've been talking about it since last year or whatever. But like, it was a question of timing or whatever. And I like saying, man, you know, growth is on the other side of, you know, the comfort zone.
Yeah.
You gotta get out of your comfort zone. You gotta push yourself, exactly. So Piff was too easy to drop at the time when I would have dropped it too. It was just like too easy, but also a lot of things weren't in place. Now that I want to drop it after this EP has dropped, things are kind of make sense. I see why, you know, like why the universe shifted things the way it shifted them so that we're here now. But yeah, I'm working on dropping Piff, you know, depending on how that does. But I'm always dropping music, man. It's like you can't even confirm me with one project. I might drop 2, I might drop 3. I might just drop singles. You know, I know in 2018 I didn't drop no project, but I'm a wild card like that.
As long as you're feeding the masses, that's cool, man.
Yeah, man, I love what I do. It's just about perfecting the ideas and then giving them to the people. So shout out to everybody who supports me. Trill gang.
Touring internationally?
Yeah.
Is that in the works? Is that an aspiration?
Like, did it for the first time ever last year.
Yeah,
Europe on the Bad and Yellow tour.
Yeah.
Dizzy Monks and Cool Out Concepts.
Yeah. How was that experience?
It's a learning curve, man. You get to see like how much of a minority you are, like in the world, like just as being an African brother.
Yeah.
Just like your melanin, it stands out like a mofo. But as a creative, you get recepted so much more warmer. Like the crowd, I was like, you know, I don't know, man. They were just so much more warmer, so much more receiving.
Yeah.
You know, so much more patient with us, even. Like, it was really dope. And I mean patient, like, you know, this unknown walks into the club and he's supposed to perform in the middle of your favorite set.
Yeah.
It's like, why would the promoter pay this guy? Who are these guys, you know? But they were patient and they let us rock long enough for them to ignore the English, to just vibe out with the music, because some of them really don't really, you know, that's a difficult language. You know, like in places like Oslo, maybe, in places like Sweden, in places like Berlin.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, so for them to accept us and be that patient, for me it was humbling. It was humbling. I was sure I was gonna get booed at some point. Somewhere along the tour, but none of that.
It's cool. I think like South African music is making that move international.
Yeah, people appreciate South Africa. It's crazy.
Especially when, like you said, like your Nasties going over there, and Black Coffee as well coming in,
you know,
with the house element as well.
They've bridged the gap, literally. Yeah. That's what those people going over there or bringing those people down here has done for, you know, artists locally.
Are you next on Sway's chair?
I mean, I'd love to
Get on that chair.
I'd love to be in the same chair as Kanye, man. But like, you know, for me, I can't promise that. I don't even think I'm on Sway's radar. And in fact, you're the first person to ask me this, like on an interview. I don't even think I'm on Sway's radar, man. I feel everything with God's timing, like, because I don't want it unprepared. I don't want it under pressure. I don't want it with people seeing somebody disappoint them and then calling me for a backup. You know? Yeah. I want to be ready. I want to know that it's my time. I want to pull up there like motherfucking Black Thought. You saw like Stogie fucking T. A real hyena. You understand me? You understand me? I'm trying to pull up there like rest of 5'9" and tell them it's your fault. It's your fault. I was in South Africa sleep chilling. So I don't. I'd love to, man. Maybe 2 albums later. Who knows?
2 albums later. Yeah.
You know,
I think you'd kill it.
Find one modify. So the better I get, you know, the more in preparation. You know, get my ducks in a row. Also, let my things get aligned. My spiritual be in alignment. I need to be in a good space. I need to be aware of where I'm going to do this and what it'll mean and the doors it'll open and what I need to do with it. You know, it's not a small thing. You know,
it's not.
You don't just pull up. You know. You have to be ready. I have to be ready with my best shit ever. I need to write shit specifically to go there. So
that's gonna happen. I think it will.
One day, God's time.
For sure.
Yeah.
Clicks in hip hop, G.
Clicks in hip hop, man.
What the fuck is going on? Why can't niggas just get along?
Man, like, it's just money,
and this is like on the back of like this conversation Tilly was having on Twitter, Casper's manager.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, niggas should just come together. It seems like that's not happening.
That has never happened, dog. Like, you know, our OGs and RP, some of them, because some of them are late. Our OGs were more closer because, like, you know, they felt fortunate to even be eating off this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now we have a generation of superstars, and like, egos get in the way because when you think about what these people are fighting about, who's got more money than who?
Man, it's dumb shit.
That's why there's clicks now, man. We got too much money to hang with y'all, or y'all ain't got money, or that's the thing. Hip hop never used to be like that. When hip hop was the stepchild genre in the music sphere in South Africa, cats were united. Now that there's bread to be made, dog, you know, and this happened to everybody. It's not even a new thing. A lot of cats can tell you mad stories about how people have used them to go ahead, and then just there's cats today who smile, you know, at me, who act like I don't know, or maybe they think I don't know how they screwed me over or whatever. But like, because there's people that shrewd about some motherfucking fame and money, it's cool, man. We don't have to force it, you know, because you get into people's spaces and they screw you about your bread anyway. So we don't have to all get along. We don't have to do that, you know. The people I'm cool with are the people I'm cool with.
Cool.
And
That's
because otherwise and this narrative of the game not being united, it's only a narrative from the top, you know.
For sure.
I don't think everybody
Actually,
relates.
Come to think of it, that's kind of true.
It's a narrative that comes from the top, you know. When Drake and Kanye are fighting, we feel like hip hop is segregated.
Yeah.
Same thing in South Africa, you know.
Because I'm thinking about it, all these young guys, they get along. Jay Molly's and your
the kids get along, you know. Their struggle is the same, you know.
It's only
they identify
like at the
with
top.
one another. Yeah, it's only at the top, dog. It's only at the top. It's only the top 5, top 10 artists, you know, and like only the top. It's not even everybody in the top 10 who makes great, crazy bankroll like that.
Yeah.
You know, the gap between number 10 and number 1 is ridiculous.
That actually makes me wonder, like, the run that I would say they are like the top 4 or top 5. Kes, Questa, aka Ricky.
I'd say Nasty.
And Nasty, yeah. Like, those 5 have been running, like, I would say, like, they've been running the game for like, the past 5 years.
Exactly.
Is that, like, good for the game, though? Because it's always, like, a rotation of those 5.
Look at it like age, right? Look at it this way, even though this might not be the best analogy, right?
Yeah.
if you born first and your sibling is born 4 years later,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll always be ahead of them. Like, I've got a sibling who's like 9 years younger than me. I've got a sibling who's like 14 years younger than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll go to school first. I'll get out of school before they even get to high school.
Yeah.
You know, I'll get my first paycheck before they even. So you'll never catch up. Yes, there's new kids coming in, but they'll never catch up with the amount of years, the 5 years that
the head start.
and AK, you know, AKA started this thing so long ago, so long. He started this thing at 16.
Been in the game. Yeah.
He's been in the game. You know what I mean? So we can't be mad that he's been on top for the past 10 years. There's been like new cats introduced who making bread in the past 10 years. So it's that's just what it is, you know. You can't expect to Drake came into the game so many years after Hov had been running shit, you know.
Yeah.
He's gonna make $1 billion too, but he's not gonna make $1 billion now.
Yeah.
Jay-Z has like 10 more years to account for that.
Plus,
you
it
know?
might not even have like the same impact
You know what I mean?
as Jay-Z's billion did.
You understand? You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just that sort of thing for me. Like, I'm not mad at the top 5. You know, I'm not mad, man. I'm cool. I'm cool, man. It's some black people. You know, it's young black brothers getting money, living their dreams.
They eat, we all eat.
Everybody wants that. Everybody wanted the same. Why wouldn't I want it for everybody wants the same. Everybody wishes, oh damn, that's dope. Wants to do as well as them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, nah, it's cool. I don't wish for them to go away and it's cool. Those people are feeding their families. They're changing lives. They're taking care of their teams. They live in their dreams. Plus, they are impactful and they do amazing work. Their music has shaped the landscape of South African hip hop. You know,
For sure.
Yeah.
But then, like with the exception of like your Nasty C.
I love him. Like I love him.
Yeah. Like Nasty, you can see that the aspiration to go beyond the South African borders is there.
You can
And he's
almost
pursuing it.
He's pursuing it. You can see the hunger.
Yeah.
You can see the fire, the passion.
The other guys just seem to be content with like Southern Africa.
You
Not
see,
like
then
fully,
you
but
see,
I don't know. Like
I get exactly what you're saying. You see, that's
Yeah.
that goes to show you that look, man, there's enough for everybody, you know. And some people, and just because you want a Ferrari doesn't mean every artist wants a Ferrari. Or just because you want to protect doesn't mean everybody wants to protect. Now, Nasty C wants the world, you know.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean necessarily everybody in the top 5 or top 10 wants the world. Some people have been trying to just win Africa for so long. Now that they have it, they're great, you know, and they're grateful. And in fact, that's what sort of like opens doors to do other things. You know, I look at an artist like Java. I don't think Java cared about going to
BETs.
I don't think he cared about a Grammy.
Yeah.
That guy wanted to hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just from the gratitude and like how well he's done and how well he's carried himself and how proud he's done the country for choosing him. How proud he's done his people for choosing him. You see it in like the other doors opening, like him being recognized internationally. You understand? Yeah.
Yeah, plus shout out that Colors performance of his.
He's too much. Shout out to the first artist that went there too, my man Balonstar. You know what I mean? That's a pioneer in his own right. People don't know it.
Yeah.
If they don't know it, they finna know it. Balonstar is an amazing guy. You know, I love his vibes.
Yeah. And you as well. You gotta go international, G.
I'd love
like
to go
I want this for you personally. Just
I want
as a
this for
fan of
myself.
your music.
Hey.
And wanting you to succeed, like I want that.
Thank you so much, bro.
Because I feel like your music has that global appeal.
I appreciate that. I would love to. I would love to go international. But I'm grateful for anything that I get, you know. Like, you know, being an entertainer, man, you're here for as long as people want to see you here. And the day my time comes, or the day whatever, you know, when people want to take me there, they'll take me there.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what I believe. For now, I just do what I love. I just keep doing this thing that people appreciate. You know?
So if young dude, if Kopano hits you up in the DMs like, yo, Ginger, ghost ride for me.
I'd love that.
Ginger game for that.
Yeah, I'd love that. You know, I like ghostwriting. You know, it's like a way to sharpen the pen. It's like a way to exercise the muscle also, to see if you can remove yourself from the topic. If you know, or because I don't want to be that kind of artist where everything is about me. In fact, I don't write like that. You know, I tell other people's stories, so I like to hear it when somebody else tells it back. So I've written a couple songs.
Like for other people.
Yeah. I've written songs, hooks. Pardon me. Songs, hooks, ideas, verses.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like that because you know, over the years you came to learn like, oh shit, some of my favorite rappers and writers wrote verses for other rappers where you didn't even know.
Yeah.
Like until a couple of years ago, I didn't know Jeezy wrote like Still Trade.
Imagine that, right? Yeah. I've always known that, you know.
I think I found out about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
and
you
I was surprised. Like, what the hell?
I always knew Jay-Z been writing rhymes, you know, like a lot of cats write rhymes. Royce the 5'9" writes rhymes for other people.
Yeah.
Ghostwriting is not even as, you know, when you're in the entertainment industry, it's another thing when you're just a rapper. When you're in the entertainment industry, bro, you know what I mean?
Nah, I get you.
You know, are you mad? Would you be mad if you found out that Cardi didn't write Bodak Yellow? Fuck nah, no. It still slaps harder than
it still slaps.
Exactly. So me, I'm over. We need to get over ourselves in order to achieve the next level as rap. Yeah. We need to get over ourselves and just focus on making the best music.
So
what's best for the
So you saying you are fine with like?
I'd take a ghostwriter, my man. If somebody wrote something for me, and I could hear myself, I could see it fitting into a project, I'd do it now, because everybody knows I can rap. Everybody knows I can rap. I've written songs for other people. It's not about that. It's about music now that connects with the people. You know? But that's me.
Nah, I get you. Yo, Ginger Maji.
Brother, Kopano.
Thank you for pulling through.
I appreciate you so much.
It's been a great conversation.
Hey man, let's do it again sometime soon when I drop this piff or whatever. This was fun too. I just came from another podcast, so this one is dope. Yeah, I can't wait for it to drop.
Yeah, we're dropping it soon.
Okay.
Thank you for pulling through. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe down there, comment. All the social media handles will be down there for Ginger as well. Please check us out on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, all that.
You know, Rap Genius, Audio Mac, follow me.
All that. You said you at immigration.
Yeah, I'm at Immigrant Bar on the 29th with my man Top Gogg, which is right here in Braamfontein on the 29th of this month. Doors open at 4 p.m. We are having the official launch of our tape, Tales of the High and Mighty. Get that out in all digital stores and platforms right now.
Actually, before we bounce, I just remembered something. You've only won like one SA Hip Hop Awards.
I've never.
You haven't won, right? I think it's like a bunch of nominations, like Best Lyricist.
They snub me every year,
and this nigga doesn't win shit. Like,
they snub me every year. I'm not fly though. I'm gonna get fly though.
Lyricist for like 2 years in a row.
Yeah. I think they just need more of me. I don't know. They just need me to. I mean, look, man, it's cool though. It's cool. It's an honor to just have been nominated amongst, to have been mentioned amongst those other guys.
Plus, we need those awards to grow, man. They're for hip hop.
Yeah, for
the SA Hip Hop Awards needs to grow, yo.
For real.
And thanks for pulling through, my G.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We out.
Episode 14.